You're exhausted. And it's not just the physical helping, it's the driving, and it's the errands, it's the organization, it's the phone calls. And it's the tension underneath all of it. The quiet worry that never seems to turn off. The conversations that leave you drained before they even really start. Every visit with your aging parent feels delicate lately. And you walk into their kitchen and you spot something, a missed pill, a rug that's, a fall. That's a fall waiting to happen. Your instinct is to help, so you explain and you reason and you lay out exactly why night driving isn't safe anymore, or why the blood pressure medication has to be taken on time, or why a little home care help wouldn't hurt. And your parent pushes back, and they push back hard. They've run their own life for 80 years, and they don't need to be managed. And maybe you should worry about your own life instead. I've seen people say this. And underneath all of this, it's really just fear. They're afraid you're going to take away their dignity. So you feel frustrated, and you might even feel a little guilty, and you don't know what to do. But honestly, you didn't do anything wrong. All you did was try to help. They just didn't get it. Hi, I'm Suzanne Fasella. I'm a retired physician assistant and a senior care strategist. And for the past 20 years, I've been guiding adult children on how to take care of their aging parents. So here's the thing. When a parent, memory starts to shift or their logic doesn't work anymore, no amount of rewording, no amount of conversation is going to change that, okay? It doesn't work with an aging brain. So what we can do, though, is when your parent cannot fully process your advice anymore, even when they sound sharp as ever and you think there's nothing wrong, why don't they understand this? They really can't. And there is a medical condition for things like that. But when their memory or cognitions really starts to change, the brain's ability to understand the consequences are going to change too. So it's not it's not stubbornness, it's biology. All right, that cluttered hallway, they really don't see the fall risk. The extension cords running across their feet, they really don't see that as a problem. Missing a pill, oh, who cares? I'll take it later, right? A trip to the bathroom might be too much effort. They don't want to get up. They're tired. Their arthritis hurts. When they stand up, their joints hurt. Their back hurts. It doesn't mean they don't love you. It doesn't mean that you don't love them. It's just that they're changing. And here's the part that might bring you some relief. They're not rejecting you. They're rejecting the fear that they feel. They're rejecting the idea of losing their independence. That's what it's all about. Some parents even hide mistakes or insist, I'm fine, we've all heard that, not to deceive you, but because admitting otherwise feels like they're losing themselves and they don't want you to worry about them. They want you to stay a child you always were to them. So you're trying to solve a medical shift with a conversation. And that's an unfair fight, to tell you the truth. And you're never going to win it, even if you try harder. There's a different way forward, and it's called quiet guardrails. I've used them for 20 years. I continue to use them. They've always worked. It starts with a shift in your role from daily supervisor to a steady behind-the-scenes guide. Instead of convincing your parents to change, you can quietly build guardrails around them. A guardrail is a system that protects them automatically without a single confrontation. Here's what it can look like. Instead of standing over your father every morning trying to get him to take his pills, you install a locked automatic dispenser. It handles the timing, it sets off the alarm. Even if he's annoyed, the machine is still going to open up to give him his pills. You don't have to give him a conversation. There it is. All you have to do is look at it and see if he's taking his pills or not and address it with the doctor, not them. Same thing with a continuous glucose monitor. That information can be sent right to your phone and you can send it to the doctor. Make the doctor your partner. It's very easy to do, and they truly want to do this. I've never had a doctor say, don't bother me with this. I've had to change doctors for my clients because they weren't listening. But most doctors do want to help. So you don't have to start, you don't have to continue to say anything. You can build guardrails like this into their daily lives. If you're running on empty right now, it's because you're pouring all your energy into something that logic can't fix. You can't argue with a changing brain. You can't make them feel safe because they don't think there's anything wrong. All right? And this affects your marriage and your health and your career and your own children. So let's change the environment around them. Let's change it medically and let's change it physically. And make sure that they can stay safe as long as they want in their home. And I've seen some homes in pretty bad shape, but aging parents can still live there. And they feel like they're not a burden to their children. Now, inside the course that I teach, and I limit it to only 25 people at a time to help each individual get up and running with their steady care plan. But a couple of weeks, we talk nothing except guardrails. And we talk about setting it up and customizing it for each individual adult child and what it looks like and how they're going to do it. And sometimes these guardrails, they may take 5 minutes to do, and sometimes these guardrails take longer. But it's all opening up. I'll open up another course in October 1st for 12 weeks. And we'll work through these steady care plans. And I will show you what I've done with clients for the past 20 years. I limit it to 25 people. Take care, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.